And I just realized that I did that elsewhere. But we're going to sit here for about 30 seconds just to make sure everything's okay. This seems to be the thing. And this is my Steam version of it. So, yeah, let's find out. But need to wait for about 30 seconds or a minute, because I also want to say there might be streams. So that is, or there might be ads, so just know that. I don't know if there are ads in my previous stream, but we're going to find out. So without further ado, I don't know if there are going to be mid-roll ads as well. I was given some things about that, but let me just make sure that things are perfectly okay. So without further ado, I'm just testing things out, because if ads are going to show, I might as well set my own settings here anyway. But just to repeat one more time, we are working with the new update, and we'll see what happens, actually. Because I'm also looking elsewhere for notifications, and I'm just making sure everything's okay. But we'll get into it in about 10 seconds here. Let me just make absolutely certain, because I am seeing a thing. But it's a public beta access, so if you have the Steam version, then you can opt in through the settings for the game's properties. I think it's the game property. Yeah, it's like properties through Steam, and then there should be a betas section. And if you subscribe to the public beta section, then you can get into it. But let's actually check, because if the game crashes, then I don't want you to have any trouble. Also, I should have all achievements, so hey. No new achievements, it seems like, but hey, things happen. We are going to customize the playthrough, though, and I will go Haru, because Haru. But I think if this is nothing else, then we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's... well, yeah, we'll see what happens. So, as we get into add the role for a character exclusively, we'll see what happens. Again, the game is not... the update is not out in public yet. As I just said, it was through public Steam beta, and you have to opt into it through settings. If you do, then so be it. But if not, yeah, we'll find out. Also, I should have checked the mystery monograph, but hey, we'll see other things as well. I see custom mysteries because I think that is what is going to be displayed. But we're going to reroll here just in search of anything else. I'll immediately know because I think it'll say something. Out of curiosity, what are these? No, that might be empty stuff, so I'm not going to click them out of safety reasons. We'll reload. We'll re-roll a couple of times, but yes, hello there. I am doing the update stream. Or this should be the update stream. If nothing else, I'll be updating in the meanwhile. But I think what I'm looking for is somewhere else. So I just want to test out something. So we're in the testing phase, basically seeing what else I can do. If I can bring things from Steam Workshop, I will attempt them. But until then, we're just gonna sit here for a moment. I'm looking at the icons of the mysteries, just to see if anything else happens, but I don't think there's anything else there. So let's actually hit one of these and see. Oh, it crashes the game! Oh! I don't know what Joki means. I don't want to assume that it's Polish. Also, I opened the wrong roll of 4. So, yeah. I mean, I kind of already was thrown up to a red flag by the way of those custom mysteries not having a name, but we'll pull it back up and see what happens. Hold on. Yeah, so just making sure things are okay. But I think there's something else. It doesn't say anything on the thing right here, right now, because I'm guessing it'll include it later. But until that moment, let's see what happens. If there's actually nothing really new for some whatever weird reason, then I will, yeah, you know, I'll think of something to do. But until that moment, so yeah, nothing there, nothing here on Endless. I should have actually checked. I should actually check something else. I was going to check something else. Let me check something else. So, let me do a thing. Extra. This would tell us for sure, I think. Yeah, there's definitely... well, unless I was already there. I can't remember. Because I don't often look at this stuff. But... yeah, if nothing else, I mean, custom content was the biggest part of it. So, even if it's a... even if the update is overall not much to it, it does help out to have a big part of it working in terms of technical things. Let me just make sure. That you're always missing one ending. Well, a lot of people are missing that ending there as well. And things. Yeah, and then a lot of people are missing 33 through 35, so that's normal as well. No new achievements unless something really strange happens. But also... maybe, well, we'll see. We'll see. Again, just gonna do some other stuff for now. If for no other reason than to report on what is out right now compared to what may actually not be out. We're still gonna do some Harbinger runs, but hey. Goizo! Eldritch Parasite. Okay, well, that changes my whole strat, but if nothing else, this is just going to be a chill stream. Strength, Charisma, Dexterity, Second Encounter, Takushi-san, and maybe a light check. But the most important thing is that I set the History Club because I need one of the two Mind Drain or Ghostly Spear. I should have actually used the library notes now, but it's fine. I lose reason from it, so I don't actually want to do it. But for the moment, again, we'll reroll mysteries for a good 30 seconds here, just to see if there's anything else. I don't think there is. And these custom mysteries are kind of blank. Actually, I can check what those are. What are those things? No, they're nothing. So, I wonder why that's happening. I can check my local files. But just making sure there's nothing entirely new at the moment. I mean, I should actually just go through these, because I never know. I never know if the icons might change, but I can't just look at the icons and tell. So let me see here. If I'm just really unlucky, I'm going to be very surprised, but until that moment... Because normally when an update comes out, there are new achievements, and those new achievements allow you to unlock new content. That's normally how most of the major achievements have gone. But if that's not the case this time, then, well, it's not the case this time. But yeah, just gonna check a few more times, and then we'll just start at least playing some runs. And we'll just, you know, chill out for a moment. I do need to take a sip of something, so allow me to reroll for a moment while I do that. But yeah, nothing new. Nothing seems to be new for the moment. I'm also very sad because I did a thing, and yeah, I didn't get to do much. But Sailor there, blah. So yeah, we'll stick with this run and see what happens. We do have footage. We also have Ward though, so in I go. And I think what we're gonna do, as we get nothing for the moment. Again, if the game updates and there's actual stuff in the public release of the update, then we'll switch again. But until that moment, let's at least chill out and check. I did enough for a Nuzlocke stream, I feel, so I feel comfortable with the thing I did for the Nuzlocke. I mean, I've already ended the stream, so there's not really much else to do about it. But unless I set up another stream, I don't want to do that though. Will I play Crow Country when it comes out on Thursday? Again, a lot of my problems usually come from resources. I could, but yeah, resources are the main... Time and resources are my main things, so it's not likely, basically. It's not likely. I might, if there's enough interest. I didn't know about the game, because obviously I made that... At least made the custom content video, but at the same time I do know more about a couple of indie games that are either in development or, you know, are scheduled to come out. Not because I know anyone personally, but because I usually, you know, look around and see what other people are doing. It's usually not a bad decision for me. Also, I am just gonna sit here until I get Ghostly Spear or Mind Drain, and we'll go up. That did remind me, though, that that game was coming out. I knew about it, but I forgot at this particular moment that it was coming out. I mean, I wasn't planning to attack, but hey. Actually, I should get... No. I don't like rolling on that event. That event usually ends up badly for me. It's a dexterity check, but would have been nice. I will likely, because I know people are going to jump on that game when it comes out, so I will keep my ear to the ground. But normally, if I'm going to be playing a game, it's because I'm immediately going to stream or make videos on it at this point, which is part of the process of whether or not I'm going to pick up a game usually. Some games I just, you know, pick up anyway, but most of the time when I'm going to pick up a game myself, I am going to make content about it. Beyond Shouting. Also not sponsored by... The developer who made Path of the Midnight Suns has also announced their other game. I think it's on Kickstarter, though, so it's Definitely a long way from coming out, but, you know, it's still there. Also, I realize here that, well, I'm not losing stamina in Reason particularly. The fact that I don't have all damage on my kicks is going to do a thing. But anywho, yeah, 1 damage kicks does not sound great. I actually have to ghostly spear this encounter down. This one, thankfully, doesn't rely on it, although I am under the effect of nicotine withdrawal, so never mind. I guess we take badly bleeding. You done a few Kickstarter? Oh, cool. Hopefully they've gone well. Again, I don't know anyone's personal situation, so if it's gone well, I'm glad for you. If not, my condolences. But let's actually equip this gruesome totem now. Grab experience and move on. Ward vigil footage. Yeah. This is not great, but I'll have to stick with it. I also want to get rid of the thing. Yeah, I've heard more about not games that have been canceled, but have been in, I wouldn't even say development hell either. Although technically, I think that's what a lot of people would call it. There are more than a few Kickstarter or games that have had backers that are not in a great place. If they release, most of them will still be, you know, relatively forgiven. But my heart does go out because it's, in an odd way, it's like you've put in an investment and are not getting anything out of it. So it can really seem like I sympathize with the feeling that, you know, people are taking the money and running. I accidentally investigated school again, but again, that's from what I've seen, it's usually not the case. It's normally development hell, which is also not great either, but yeah, it's you become akin to a publisher who believes in a game's success and release, but also a bit more than that. But you get the point. It's definitely an investment of sorts, even if it's for the sense of personal fulfillment. But a lot of the times when you're backing something, you're also getting additional benefits, because obviously there are tiers of backers. For people who don't know, there are different tiers. You can pledge a certain amount, and maybe you get something for it. But while those do come out, there are more than a few nightmare situations that have arisen from things like that. I'm gonna gamble on this, by the way. Shouldn't have gambled on it, but hey, I'm gonna gamble again. But hey. So, yeah. I haven't been on both sides of that yet, because I have never put up a game that I have, you know, that's specifically for the intent of backing. But there are times in which, especially, well, at least when you're developing a game, when you want people to back it in the way of donations, that is a very odd situation to be in. I haven't been in it particularly myself, but I have seen examples of that kind of threshold being broken for good and worse. It's yeah, it can be a very good thing. Normally it's a good thing, but sometimes it's a bad thing, and that's not great. 27 max stamina, by the way. Again, nothing new in the update so far, unless there's actually something major in it. But I could check Steam while I'm doing this, because that's really what I should be doing. But let me continue playing the game as well, because that's what we're here on stream for. Although part of it is wondering what is available, so I will be kind of moving slower while checking what is and is not available for the update. But a thing. Yeah, so I mean, if nothing else, I guess I should start working with custom content right now, if for no other reason than to kind of test the public beta. Not sponsored, by the way. I'm just doing things. Ghostly Spear. Checking the road. Okay, so I can test that out. So I'm, in a weird way, I'm also doing some community service if I succeed this run. Again, I want to just do a normal run, because you never know. The game could somehow like absolutely implode on itself, even though you're playing with no custom content. So me going through this on the public beta is still at least something. If for no other reason than we have footage. But hey. By the way, what else do I have? Nothing? Cool. Move on. I've lost relatively almost no HP so far. That's kind of incredible. But As I also don't have the hand. Well, I'm using ghostly. Well, no, handcuffs would still be good here. I lied to myself. I just lied to myself in my mind. But we'll continue playing for a moment. This stream might be around an hour only, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I am dealing with things on the side, so ooh, yeah. Let's actually just take this damage to the face right now, and we'll see what happens. So we take that because we want to cast Ghostly Spear. But then we can do this? No, we can't. We can do this. Normally 4 damage wouldn't be great, but in this specific instance, works out. Like earrings, everything goes into the thing. I shouldn't be getting hit here, but let's just give the boss the package for the moment. Might pick up a physical copy for World War on the Switch PS4, especially it has a 12-page instruction booklet. Yeah, I've thought about getting the console version as well, but I ultimately decided to stick with the PC, mainly because it has mods, but I don't think it would be a bad idea. But at the same time, if I really wanted the full if I had both the time and the resources, I wouldn't mind getting the console version as well. It's just, yeah, kind of tight on that front. That being said, on an off-topic, I was looking at the Miku update for Crypt of the Necrodancer. And then I decided, well, if I'm not going to play it as much, then I'm not even going to... Even though it's only like $2-3 USD, but... That goes to show how I'm running on tight resources, basically. But anywho... Yeah, console World of Horror, I've heard a lot of horror stories on that. Based on what people report, but we work with what we've got, right? Because some people don't have the luxury of getting the PC version, so hey. That being said, Ghostly Spear. Yep, just a lot of Ghostly Spear here. Handcuffs would have helped out. I think I hit max stamina here. Yeah. And then we do our best. I can brace here really quickly. I think I'm just going to do this instead, because on average I should be getting out. Which I do. And thankfully I did not immediately test someone's mods because they forgot to put their Ito files. They forgot to include their Ito files. Oh no! I've forgotten things like that in the site too. I don't think I've ever forgotten an Ito file, but that's pretty funny. Let's keep going. I should just use the cigarettes now, but I'm gonna not do so for the moment. It's here I realize that I'm doing a thing, and I'm so sad. No, actually, it's okay. But, yeah, just know that I'm multitasking at the moment. But I'll do my best with what I've got. We can, funny enough, confront this, but I'll smoke the cigarettes first, just in case. Because, like I said earlier, our stamina is slowly dwindling, and I don't want it to just completely implode. Now, I should actually have braced here. I don't know why I did that to myself, but... Yeah, we'll do our 2 guaranteed kicks and move on with my life. Never mind, it's not guaranteed, but hey. But I will still cast Ghostly Spears. I'm not going to take another point of stamina, so we're just going to get out. We're just going to get out. All character stuff is now in characters folder, graphics, Ito. Oh, that's interesting. That means I need to change how my mods look. Or are structured in file. Clap, clap, bow, bow. Huh, I wonder if that's the norm now. Oh, I guess that's why. That is why, because I have 2 custom mysteries showing up because the way that the game is reading. So if anyone listening now or in the future, yeah, the structure's changed. So the reason why I see 2 custom mysteries is because I know I have 2 folders in my directory that have Ito files directly inside of them, and my game does not know how to parse that information. Parse is not the right word, but you get the point. I'm going to cast Expel Evil here, even though I probably don't need to, but I'm going to. So yeah, watch out for stray Ito files being read by the game. Question mark. All the mod types being added to some of the ones that we already have now. Yeah, so... Yeah, no one asked that in chat. I'm just reading off of what I see on Discord. By the way... I can take this reason damage to the face, but while we have max stamina to spend, let's use it. And then we just do this. Can I hit at least... Okay, I was about to say... Can I hit at least 3 attacks? That would be nice. And then we're just going to do this. Launch sequence, please. I thought I launched it. I was looking. I thought I hit the launch sequence and then looked away. All things considered, I can take dexterity, but let's just be confident and move on. So without further ado, yeah, the update still being tested on beta. It looked like there was content. I don't know. I think everyone thought that as well, right? I'm not the only one thinking that. That I thought there was new content coming in this next update. Yeah, no, there was, because Pantstas said himself, I think, that there were a few mysteries and a character, question mark, and an old god. Am I going crazy here? I think I'm going crazy. But anywho. Ghostly, oh my goodness, I mashed Ghostly Spear for some reason. Anywho. Let's keep moving on. We do have about 6 stamina to work with still, so hopefully we're still okay. The ship mystery should have been part of this update, which is why I got a little anxious when I didn't see anything new at the moment. But the public beta might be a test of the workshop mainly, so that's not completely unheard of for betas, alphas that come out in the middle, in between development and the actual release, especially in terms of Steam things. Steam, what am I trying to say? Steam implementation. I don't know what the better word for it is. I'm losing my mind because I am looking at something else in the meanwhile. But just know that that's not abnormal if something does not appear in the update, unless, of course, Pantstas is specifically for World of Horror doing a 2-part update, which would be kind of weird because that was not advertised anywhere. Because I think again, I'm not the only one to think this, right? The understanding was that everything was coming out in this upcoming update, but when I saw, well, that's just how it's noted. I can't show you the click, but here it says 1.02, and that normally denotes a very minor-ish update. But as the game has been released, I guess it makes more sense to number things this way. Kind of. But anywho, it still fits the. What am I trying to say? There's a term for it in computer science or computer programming, computer science, but it still fits the update notation. Because it's not like a, well, you could argue it's a huge thing. I mainly say that because of, what am I trying to say? I have a lot of thoughts going into my mind right now. I don't want to fight this, by the way. Things are happening. Things are happening. Definitely not anything absolutely off the wall, like being able to completely make your custom items or custom events, but the Steam Workshop, I argue the Steam Workshop integration was at least a big part of the way forward, because it's not like a bunch of people are making modded content. Now, you could correlate that with, because we can't completely make our own item status effects and whatnot, that people are not doing so, but I've always been of the mind of start, because you do have more than enough on your plate to make good mods and whatnot. That way, when more is implemented, you're not stuck looking... Because, like, as I've said before, the syntax for making custom content in World of Horror is not complicated, but it is very precise. In that, if you get anything wrong, the game is just going to crash. So, let me see. Okay, so what we're going to do after this update is mess around with the Steam Workshop. I don't know if I can show you this off of what I see. I mean, I can through OBS, but I don't know if I want to, because I have not prepared things to be completely safe. But not that I have. It's not like, oh, I'm hiding something, but it's more that, I mean, you better be safe than sorry, because if I show off personal information, that would not be good. We're just actually gonna Ghostly Spirit Takshi's-san here really quickly. But again, if nothing else, this is live footage of me trying out the Steam Workshop. So as we sit on the thingy here, I will narrate what's happening to more or less a certain extent. So let me see. Again, it's been a while since I used Workshop for the purposes of an actual game, but I see a Workshop tab on the community page. So, hey, I'm actually going to try uploading a character myself, but let me see a thing. Steam page, yeah, it does take a while for the Steam page to update, in case anyone was wondering. So I'm looking around. There's like a few things here and there. I forgot. Oh yeah, I've never uploaded things to the Workshop myself. I've messed around with downloading a lot of things though. So let me make sure of a thing. Right there, yep. What did you want to see? Let me see a thing. So I'm trying to grab at least a mystery, because someone wanted to test out mysteries. I might as well help out with that as much as possible. Yeah, mystery pack. I'm speaking like a Sims, no copyright, but I'm speaking like that because I am reading off things I see, and I don't want to I don't want to do anything too particular. But let me see here. Is it? That's not. It is. Wait, I think I can just check through this. Yeah, workshop items through user. Mod pack test, thing, mystery mod pack test, subscribe, edit, game will require you to relaunch. Okay, so let's close World of Horror really quickly to allow that to happen, question mark. And then, yeah, because usually you have to restart the game. That's normal. But once I do that, let me see. Oh, I have to also clean out my, I should have done that before this. I did not. I can just toss everything away though. So let me just make a big. Actually, I should put it somewhere else. So I'm gonna put it here. So, but as the game launches itself again, let me do this. So let me just copy, not do the thing, not cut. Yeah, and then we're gonna test things out. I think I should already see certain things. What is that? I don't know what that is, so I'm just seeing something else completely appear. But out of curiosity, what would you see? Nothing. So yeah, it's definitely on me to. Okay, let me just relaunch the game again. That way, I can remove the things that are on my thing without doing a thing. I know I'm being very, very vague at the moment, but I need to be because I am reading out. What do you mean? Why? Why won't you let me do the thing? I'm doing some file management at the moment. Are you serious right now? Why is this? No. Oh my goodness, I'm experiencing some technical difficulties. Help! But as we do this, yeah, let me do that. Okay, I can. Nope, it can't. What are you? What? Why? What do you mean? What do you mean? If this is actually this shouldn't interfere though. I'm gonna just relaunch the game and see what happens. I think I can also check a thing. Yeah, I can if I can view my subscriptions and through the Steam Workshop blah to see if things are appearing. Let me check this. That is that. Why does that appear? Well, we're gonna find out. I'm just gonna hit a quick play and see. And we're just going to immediately go in and see if I have things. I mean, I could also check a thing. Never mind. I can't. Because I am going crazy. But, nope. Nothing loaded. So, whoops. Nothing on my end. Question mark. Help! But yeah, also seeing a blank event. I think that's from me, because yep, it's definitely from me. Oh no, not like this, help! What would I have to do? We're basically going through how the file structure is working. So it's all a work in progress still. That's why it's a public beta that is not available to public, because if this released, that would not be good. But yeah, let me just clean out my file structure because I cannot see a thing. Oh, it's because of that. That's why. No, is it because of that? No, I don't think so. Why is it? Please tell me I don't have a thing there. Again, I'm cleaning out my directories just to make sure that everything is perfectly okay. And let me see. So, okay, now it's clean. I'll do another restart, but I'm pretty sure that the thing that I'm currently trying to test is not working correctly. So without further ado, how old is the beta thus far? It is about well, relative to the stream time, pretty much 30 minutes. So it came out 30 minutes ago-ish. 35 minutes, really. And where people are mainly testing out if things are working from the workshop. That's the main test so far. So no content, but we're testing out if subscribe, because that's how you load things off Steam Workshop. You subscribe to them through the Steam community, the Workshop tab, and then it should appear in game. That's the normal way. But also, we are. It's interesting to look at because if you have a look, like say my first copy of World of Horror was from itch.io, so I'm pretty sure Steam. I mean, based on what I've read through the Discord, it checks through Steam. It should check something completely different. So that's why when you're working through Steam, you might have one collective mod directory for Steam, but you might not. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now, because even though I just cleaned I cleaned my files, it was still reading off of my file structure as if I was playing the itch.io. And then no, I'm not seeing any mysteries. So let me see a thing. And we are in 1.02, as noted by this number up here. So just testing things out. And now I'm just might as well test the other things that are out on the workshop page right now. But I also can, no, you know what I'm going to check first? I'm going to check the actual files, browsing local files. So I wish I think, can I change the thing? Yeah, I can. Beta test stream. Testing Steam Workshop stuff live. Yes, this description was changed. But yeah, let me just check the file structure. So I'm gonna hit, so from Steam I'm going cog, manage, browse local files. I don't think it's looking in the oh, please tell me it's not going in there. I'd be very, very curious. No, it's not. No, it's not. It wouldn't be. That would be really weird. Go to game app, contents, resources. No, it wouldn't be there either, unless it is. Would it be? Question mark. I'm interested to see where it's checking. Because otherwise it would be checking the directory according to, say, if you did not get it from Steam. In my case, it's your local app directory, whatever it's called. But let me see. Okay, I'm seeing a file structure here. By Panstaz. Content. Oh yeah, it would be through that. It would be through that. That's right. I'm looking in the wrong place. It would not be in your. Well, no, aren't I in the? Yeah, I'm in that location. Steam Apps Workshop. I forgot. I completely forgot about that directory. But just checking other things as well, cause things, content. Yeah, content. Game ID. That mystery. Blah. And ooh, that's wait. If he mentioned that he, she, or they mentioned that it should be inside, then you should be doing this. Let's see if that actually fixes, question mark fixes it. So let me restart the game really quickly again. Give me about 10-15 seconds. 3, Ow, my neck. But theoretically speaking, I think they would be everywhere, but let me just make sure. And I moved something myself just to see if it would work. I'm not, well, although we did just pull it from the subscribe, so I mean, hey, let me just check to make sure. No, it doesn't appear here either. So what we're looking for, so for anyone tuning in now or anyone watching from the future, again, to restate what's happening here, is we're testing, or I at least, but I know other people are testing at the same time I am right now, as I'm streaming, is testing that if you get things from Steam Workshop, are they working? The answer is no. The short answer is no for the moment. But let me see. These are mysteries, though. I'm only testing mysteries so far. What happens if I grab a character? Question mark. And this is very specific to World of Horror, because World of Horror, Panstaz designed a whole custom content system for those who don't know, which means the file structure and everything is very specific to World of Horror. .ito files don't normally exist outside in regular blah. But let me try character now. And then I will restart. I don't know why I exited Steam. I'm supposed to restart the game. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's restart the game really quickly, and see if the custom character appears. But anywho, everything should be inside the mystery folder, and that is correct. But I don't think that's how it's structured in the thing, unfortunately, for the person who was testing things out. And I'm testing things out too. Hey, it's me. But yeah, so there's no mystery folder. There is a character folder that's stored into another set of files. This could work, and if it does work, that sets a precedent for this definitely sets a precedent, because that means, yeah, there needs to be a mystery folder, not called anything else. So yeah, I think the person is correcting it right now. I could test out a thing as well, but I don't think I want to, because that would mix things up. So let me. I mean, I'll play with this character a bit just to see if everything does work, as I accidentally hit randomize. Oh, pain. But yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, yeah, that got changed. So yeah, I think Panstas says Aiko was gonna change as well, but for the moment, out of curiosity, no. Actually, now you made me want to check. Let me check this really quick, because people are shifting things on the workshop right now anyway, so it wouldn't do to do a thing. And I think Panstas did make an adjustment to Mizuki's sprite. Again, we're looking for actual content, which I thought was in this update, and I feel like other people thought as well. But I think it would be through the that definitely looks different. Actually, I can pull up the other one and see. So let me just actually make a note of that. So I'm gonna do this, but I'm also gonna do this. I don't know which one's gonna appear actually. Now I'm curious. But I'm going to actually cut paste. Again, if nothing else, this is just a big testing stream or chill stream. So we're gonna chill here for a moment and see what things look like. But yeah, I'm also waiting for. More importantly, I'm waiting for people to update things on Steam Workshop just to test things out, if nothing else. So let me see here. Yeah, so characters definitely seem to be working. Mysteries, however, are, well, one person has tested mysteries and it hasn't worked as much so far. But let me check something. So if I do this, yeah. So Mizuki was definitely changed. Mizuki's sprite was changed. It isn't. You won't notice it until you go to the mirror, but definitely is a change there. Oh yeah, there's definitely a change there. A couple. I think the eyebrow as well. I think I can. If I can switch between these. Otherwise, I'll show it on OBS right now. But if you want to see the difference, allow me to set something up. So let me just make sure everything's okay here. Do this really quickly. Can I do this? Please. GIMP. The program. So that's Mizuki here, and that's Mizuki there. Let me do a cut. So just out of curiosity, do a thing. You might be hearing 2 World of Horrors because I have 1.01 up, but let me just do a thing. So if I do this, nope, not that, this, it should be near enough. Yeah, there. I think it's this. Bump, bump, bump. Yeah, so this is the difference between Mizuki. I don't know if I can throw it up on screen. Okay, so let's throw it up on screen. So here's the difference between Mizuki as I wait for workshop things. So if you're listening right now, I'm about to showcase the difference between Mizuki in 1.02 and Mizuki in 1.01. This is... This is Mizuki 1.01. This is Mizuki 1.02. 01, 02. 01, 02. I'll do it slower here, but 01, I think this is 01. And this is 02. So you'll see the difference here. And I think 02 does look better. But maybe someone who knows about human anatomy will pop in and say, well, Jordan, that's not correct. So let me just make sure that a thing is happening. But it is. So unless I'm switching them up. But either way, these are the 2 differences. So hey, turns out when you shift pixels a little bit here and there, a sprite can look better or much better. But I think it's mainly the difference here is because I always, when I got Mizuki in 1.01 with this sprite, I was like, bleh, and now she's like, hey. So I'll definitely, I personally think it looks nicer. But hey, I don't know if I can zoom in, but you can kind of see it. This is kind of the scale for scale anyway. But yeah, Mizuki. So just a little bit longer because I think someone has just done a thing, but I really should start uploading I should at least upload one thing, but let's see, because everyone else is doing things now. I'm just here streaming a game as a person, as some dude on the internet, but yeah, I'll slowly change in between the Mizukis here. And if nothing else, you can direct someone to this point in the stream where I am showcasing off the difference between 1.01 Mizuki and 1.02. Actually, I should just make a note myself, because I'm in charge of my channel, not you. The responsibility should not be on you, the viewer. It should be on me. But yeah, this is Mizuki, and then this is Mizuki 2. But this is Mizuki 2. But then this is also Mizuki 1, or Mizuki 2. This is Mizuki 2. This is Mizuki 1.01. This is Mizuki 1.02. And we'll leave that on the screen for a moment so I can at least have a timestamp. And yeah, we'll actually look at Steam Workshop because I think people are still updating things. And if nothing else, let me allow myself to help out in testing things out. But anywho, so at least, if nothing else, then for myself to understand the file structure a bit more. But hold on, let me check because I think a thing. Oh, my body. But yeah, let me restart the game really quick because I think it was updated, so it should update along with me. Yeah, it is, because I see Steam validating and doing a download. Although I did change things myself, so hopefully that's not going to interfere with anything. I can also take a look at the file structure again. Okay, yeah, they fixed it. So I think it's fixed now. Although I don't know if I should delete what I see here? Question mark? Yeah, I should, because it is that's something I changed, and so Steam doesn't know how to get rid of things that I have manually modified on my side. So just keep in mind, if you are working through the file directory of the game yourself, I don't know how this... I'm not working on Steam Deck, by the way, so if you have a question about the Steam Deck, I won't know for sure. But if you do manually change things yourself, just know that your file structure might be a bit different because Steam does not know how to get rid of files that you have changed yourself. But while we're here, I should see mysteries appear on board, and I do, and we'll go through them. Again, if nothing else, just to make sure that things are okay as I play Haspin Cicada's mystery. And we will see what happens. I should just make a full pack myself of all the characters I've done, because that will probably be better. I don't know. I should actually ask. I mean, I can ask you, the people watching, as well. But also, that's right, I have not switched from Mizuki's face, so let me get that out of the way. But yeah, here we're playing a custom character that was uploaded to Steam Workshop, and then I am playing through a mystery pack that was uploaded to Steam Workshop, which should be working on the public beta now. But let me see a thing. But yeah, if you want to... Ow, I was cracking pressure points on my knuckles. But yeah, if it's a good idea, I mean, I could just do both. I could just release characters separately and as a pack, just to, you know, set everything up. But at the same time, I wonder how... Because there's a character limit to the character select screen. I thought it was chosen No, it's chosen in order. It might still be chosen in order. What I mean by that is, say you have let's assume that the game only has a limit of 5 custom characters that it can appear in the character select screen. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so you have characters 1A, 2B, 3C, 4D, 5E. What happens is that it orders those characters from left to right in the order that I just mentioned, because it looks at the name of the Ito file and sorts them by their name like that. So, anywho. And so I'm wondering if you have over the character... So you have characters 6F, 7G, 8H, then those characters would not load because that's over the character limit. Again, this is just me thinking to myself out loud. What you're seeing on screen is me just testing things I've directly downloaded from, or yeah, downloaded from the Steam Workshop. So if you are running with the public beta on Steam, it should be working as long as the person who uploaded the content structures the files correctly. But thankfully, I mean, for most people, being able to one-click as long as it's correct is pretty good. But yeah, let me see here. Does update? Yeah, it does. First screen, go to mods, pick mod. Second screen, root folder, name of folder. So Workshop will sort it out into a new name folder on its own. Yeah, I mean, it does. Well, I mean, it will remove the invalid ones, but as I just mentioned, if you do a thing where you modify some files, it will not delete those. I mean, you can follow the steps shown on the... Someone's talking about them in the World of Horror Discord, but you get the point. Hardware shop, by the way, and probably Carpenter Hammer here. Yeah, Carpenter Hammer. We'll sell the bandage, Carpenter Hammer, and move on. So yeah, what is happening? So yeah, rest of the update, I assume it's going to come out with the public thing, but one of the biggest, if not the biggest thing, funny enough, is not actually the new, well, it is the new content, but it's getting things to work with Steam Workshop, because that will open up another part of World of Horror, mainly the modding community, but it'll allow people to play with more things. So, hey. This looks like... No, that's a mystery. Anywho, that's a mystery event. But yeah, that definitely also means that you have to... If you're someone uploading to Steam Workshop, you do have to pay attention. Nice 12 roll, by the way. I saw that. Tried to sneak it past me. You do have to make sure your file structure is correct. Otherwise, you're going to get a lot of questions. You're going to get a lot of questions about why a thing is not happening. Also, big oof. This big fluffy thing is in my way. Can I do anything? No. Yes, but also no. I have to hit this kick for -3 all. But at least we know, I mean, if one or two mysteries work and the character is working in general, if it crashes at this point, then there's just a problem with an image or something here and there. But you know. Let me see, though. Yeah, we'll just do this run. We're waiting for things to happen. Now, the update in total, I don't know what's going to be in it now at this point, because... I mean, again, I guess it's a good thing. It's a good thing that the update came on public beta like this, because if the new content, if there is new content, if it came out with this public beta, but we're specifically trying to test, you don't want to test out one thing while you have a whole bunch of things thrown in, because it can be. I mean, it can be hard both ways. But what I mean by that is, if we got the new mysteries and whatnot along with the Steam Workshop update, that can result in some issues in terms of debugging or figuring out where things are going wrong. So with this, at least, the good version of this is that if something breaks after, then we know it's not Steam Workshop implementation or integration. As I nearly die here, but we can't do much of as a force strength character. And it's any of the content that Pansta has decided to add afterward that is causing the problem. Most likely, anyway. But yeah, we are in a custom mystery. These are the bite-sized mysteries, but again, it sets a precedent for getting things to work out. So technically, everything, it's a modding update. Yeah, it's okay. So this is a modding update. It seems like I'm gonna keep my ear to the ground, but again, it's still not bad. Question mark? I'm looking. I mean, at that point, though, it is kind of, some people were expecting a lot, so I thought so as well. I was a bit confused, but hey. I think no. I recall Panstaz talking about how the updates were kind of going to be alternative, though, in terms of. Really? I did that to myself again. Anywho, that updates are going to come on a alternative basis. So what I mean by that is, if this update is the modding update, then the next one is going to be a content update. But if this one were a content update, the next one would be a modding one. That's what I thought Panstaz meant, because I'm remembering a message that Panstaz put out before, talking about how updates are going to work. But anywho. There is something to note in how... Let me see here. In how what do I want to say? The game loads things, because normally what you could do is do... Actually, I should test it right now. I should test it right now while I'm here. So what I'm going to do is test out... I'm going to download another character from the Steam Workshop, but I'm only going to queue out of the game. I'm not going to completely restart. I'm thinking it's not going to work, because normally how Steam downloads content from Workshop is that it waits for the game to restart so that Steam can go through a process of checking for updates and downloads. So I'm pretty sure this is not going to work. If I can get... Okay, I know this custom character should work. But I'm only going to queue out. I'm pretty sure it's not going to work. Only when I restart the game. And I'll do it a few times just to be sure. Because maybe the game needs to read it. But no, it's not. It shouldn't work, so I'm going to queue out again. And this, yeah, specifically the Steam version shows that you're initializing Steam. But I normally play off the itch.io version, which doesn't need to go through that. Oh, it does! Okay. So you can queue out. It does take a while because Steam has to download it itself. Okay, so you can do that, huh? So I'm assuming the same will happen for mysteries and events as well. So good to note on that. I should actually have made a note of that. I guess I can do it later, but let me actually do that now. So yeah, we'll go out again. We'll do another run. We'll at least do another run of some sort. But we are mainly testing out the quote-unquote update in full. And it might take a few days. Yeah, I'm actually seeing a message right now talking about how the public version of this update will not go to other places like itch.io until possibly 48 hours from now-ish. Because I think it's another... Yeah, I'm watching Plant Stas type it out right now. That the Mac OS port of the game is is still in the working. So, yeah. And by working, I mean it's still trying to show up. But let me see here. Finest Flood, Scissors, Mermaids. Let me respond to a message quickly. Theory, anyway. Not hard proof because I didn't do more testing. Oh, my body. So let me see here. Yeah, I just wanted to throw in my 2 cents there because it is kind of important. Because if your app data directories are still being read from, that does mean that you need to clear them. And not everyone's going to get that message, so I think it's an important thing to note. Question mark. Felt that was the case. Because I was testing things earlier. Also testing out the Steam version right now, and that looked like the case. That's why I mentioned it. Okay, let's get through this run. Again, everything should be working for the moment. If you have the public beta available because you have the Steam copy, feel free to test it out, but for the most part it seems to be working, so it's just a matter of people getting things to Workshop now. But if you are someone making a mod, like me, then it would behoove you to test it out yourself. Yeah, anywho. So again, to each their own. Everyone's dealing with their own little testing phases here. But if you are someone, playing with a completely new copy, it should be less of an issue. But if you have an old copy, I say check your app data. Just at least back up the files, that way you don't lose them. But then clear that out aside from the save.ito file, which I think is a thing. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not the one who knows the most about it, but I'm telling you based on what I know, because I know I don't have my Steam version of World of Horror. I haven't really touched basically until today. So that's how I know that it's reading my save.ito file from the app data location on my Windows OS. But anywho. Again, if I were to give any piece of advice to anyone working with copies that they've had, And if you played World of War before, then you're going to have to think about this when you're going through your own, problems or bugs here and there, because it will happen. But anywho, I didn't realize on Steam were updated mod through Sensei Rescribe for the mods to finally show up. That's weird because I started the game through Steam on my end, but to admit, still going through app data folder shenanigans, kind of. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. But people are working through things. I'm just gonna test things out here, and we'll stick with it. I just realized that this mystery locks me out of everything that I need to get a weapon. Whoopsie doopsie. Anywho, charisma. I do have a weapon here, but it's not the best weapon, so you know what? Yeah, so without further ado, we'll do this last run, and I think I'll end the stream for now. If that is all to the update, I mean, I'll do another stream later, but I've gone over my quote-unquote time limit, so it's not so bad. For the moment, anyway. But yeah, without further ado, actually, yeah, no, we'll complete this one. I'll complete this run. I'll finish what's on my plate here. But just testing out the 3 things I've tested out on Steam Workshop, because again, 2 of them were characters. This character, Hayano, who was the previous character, and a complete pack of mysteries should work out, which means, in theory, if you want to do anything bigger, as long as you're following the file structure, it should be fine. Haven't tested events yet, obviously, but for the most part, it seems to be okay. So, as we pretty much, I think we're just going to die here, because we don't have any other sources of stamina healing. We could brace, but I don't think we get anything much from bracing. We'll do our best, but I don't think we get anything much from bracing. 4 damage, 612. Ooh, we get close. We get really close. This is a vampire encounter. I don't get to handcuff. Oh, noes. But do I even get to do prep strong? I don't think I do that. I don't get that either. Guaranteed, anyway. So, do I need to... Yeah, do I need a dodge? I think I need a dodge. Yeah, I need a dodge. I need to go for a dodge is the more specific thing. Just making sure I don't have any other outs. I mean, I can trade reason for stamina. Guess I can do that. No, I can't. Because then I can't even do this. I'd have to trade a whole bunch of reason. I can, but that's a lot of reason to lose. I mean, compared to dying, though, I guess. So we are gonna... Yeah, it's still not enough. Well, I mean, it is. Yeah, it is, actually, because I can drink the soft drink. So, no, it's not. All I did was just lose stamina. Well, hey. If I could trade 6 more stamina, I can. So, we'll do that. Man, what a way to lose a bunch of HP, by the way, though. But let me see here. So let me just do a thing here, because I'm going to hit this. And it seems like people might be seeing a thing. So let me just think for a moment here. Yeah, I can brace again. What is that? I think this gets me out. Let me wait here a minute, because it seems like I'm getting a thing. Let me see here. If I do this, that's going to be 2 damage, 15 HP. Then I have to take a risk, but assuming I hit Desperate Prep Strong, that's 12. Plus throwing the wooden bat. I would have to throw the wooden bat, but if I want a good chance at survival, I should probably do that. So, we're going to do that. So we're going to brace here. If nothing weird happens, I should survive this. And then next turn, I do a 75% double boost strong that I miss! Well, hey. So, without further ado, I think I'm gonna call the stream here. If there's anything you want to see me do, though, I will sit around a minute or two, just so, just so we can get things done. But without further ado, I think I'm going to actually do something else. So, because of a certain thing, let me actually... I think I can do this. So let me do that, and I will not have to worry about a certain thing anymore. If I do, well, we're going to find out, because I'm testing... this stream was testing a lot of things, more than you think I was testing, but it's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. For you, anyway, the update is out on Steam if you're if you opt into the public beta access. If not, you might be waiting until, well, at least compared to US time, which I'm in, you'll have to wait till Sunday. Otherwise, let me see here. Yeah, do a Haru run, because why not? Yeah, sure thing. Haru run on custom mysteries, but let me know, out of curiosity, did anyone run into any ads while you're getting into the stream? I've turned off monetization now. That's something I'm testing, just to see what happens after the stream when it turns into a VOD. But let me know if you saw any ads, because the previous stream I turned them off, so I'm thinking you didn't get ads. But this stream I left it on to test to see if ads would appear. That included mid-roll ads, but we'll see what happens again. So you didn't get any, okay, you didn't get any ads? Okay, huh, weird. I mean, this stream barely just hit 1 hour, but at the same time, yeah. Okay, just making sure, because I'm testing things out. I'm trying to be as non-intrusive as possible, because I got reports that there were ads on videos that I did not enable monetization on, which is what can happen on this platform. This platform does do that, but yeah, for there were some videos that apparently had ads that I didn't know. So if they're gonna have ads, I might as well enable monetization, unless that adds a lot more ads. But that adds ADDS, a lot more ads ADS. But anyway, yeah, let's do this last Haru run, and I won't take up more of your time, because this is longer than I would schedule time for, and I don't want anyone staying around if you have important things to do in life, anyway. But if you're here for fun, hopefully we'll continue to have fun. As I forget to grab the cigarette case and funds. Although all things considered, on mysteries, I guess, to talk about the game right now and how custom mysteries work. For most custom mysteries that aren't very complicated, you should be comfortable with the amount of Doom you're spending, unless, of course, people balance their mysteries. Hey there, by the way, it's you've caught me pretty much at the end of this. This is the last run we're doing, but yeah, if you're looking at if you're doing a mystery that is not very complicated and is not balanced, most of the time you'll have extra Doom to work with. So, all things considered, it should be relatively okay. Although, the person who made this mod pack of mysteries has balanced it. So, I think you'll usually be experiencing a normal amount of Doom. But, while we're here, we'll do our best. I should have actually taken the other one. It's, the short answer is, yes, if you have access to the Steam public beta test. No, you might have to be waiting till Sunday US time if you have it on itch.io like I had. But this is my Steam copy of the game, which is why you see 1.02. Also, apparently there's just it's just mainly modding or Steam Workshop integration, not any new content, question mark. But we'll see. I should actually smoke these cigarettes now. I thankfully got through this mystery without running into any other encounters, but yeah, to avoid any bad luck. Because I thought we were getting a content update as well, but it seems to be mainly, if only, Steam Workshop integration, which isn't anything to scoff at. It is quite important, but yeah, this Haspin's already put his stuff. In fact, that was what I was testing during the stream. And I think earlier in this stream we looked at the Mizuki graphic changes. It's small pixel movements here and there, additions, subtractions, but it does make her look nicer, in my opinion. Or you can just, if you have the power of a non-quick play, you could just set her back to her old sprite. But anywho. So yeah, without further ado, if you've opted into the public beta test, you should have access to this now. Start pulling things from the Steam Workshop to test around, and it should all work. I don't know about events only, but definitely mysteries and characters, if they're structured correctly, should be working. If for some reason you're not seeing a mysteries, characters, then perhaps the file structure is not correct. Also, this is very interesting. I'm actually gonna post this up because spookiness. Actually, yeah, this is very funny. Let me. Good thing we did an extra run. This is really interesting to look at. But let me just do a thing here. So let me get a picture of this, so I can post it up and be like, "Oh, spookiness." Maybe this is an actual major bug, but for now, let me just grab this. Oop, I need to actually move it more because I don't have full access to the thing. But I'm gonna stick this here for a moment because it's funny. Oh no, I feel like this is not just a blank thing, right? This has to be a bug of some sort. So let's do that. And then I do this. And then I do this in my image manipulation software. It's invisible. Ooh, spooky. No, it's a ghost. It's a true ghost enemy. The real ghost enemy was the enemy that you can't see doing damage. But let me move over here. Oop! Wow, this is really out of the way. But let me find an actual. I'm trying to basically export the picture because spookiness. But let me see here, just so that people don't feel that everything might be okay. But let me just do a thing. So let me do that. Save the picture. Yes, I want to export it because I'm using GIMP, the software image manipulation. And let me throw that up. Mizuki looks different. Oh yeah, it does. I showed a comparison. I can actually show it again. I think I still have it here. But spooky stuff happening in... There's been some mystery mod pack. Oh, I should also add him. But yeah, anywho, I feel like this is off a chained event. I can't remember at the moment. I'm streaming this right now, so I mean, I don't think they know that, but I should have noted that I was streaming it. But actually, let me show. I think I can still undo everything up to it. So here's the Mizuki comparison again. Hopefully nothing breaks, but let me see here. Let me throw that up on screen. Let me do this transition. So here's Mizuki. I think this is. Let me zoom in. That should look right. Nope, I did not do it right. Now I did it right. So this is 1.02 Mizuki. This is 1.01 Mizuki. I'll do this a couple more times just because sometimes I go too fast. So this is 1.02 Mizuki. This is 1.01, and I can toggle in between them like this, and you can really see the difference. But yeah, that's why I say I think that's the difference between Mizuki here. But anywho, let me switch back to the game. And let's hope that nothing crashes here, because boy, spooky stuff. But yeah. Was this off an event? I can't even remember. Anywho. Yeah, we'll keep going. Again, we'll complete this run, and I think I'll call it, because again, this is over the stream's time. Yeah, I in my opinion, I think she looks better now, but... as for whether or not you believe she, still looks good, I guess it's up in the air. I mean, it is up in the air. If one person says something, I usually believe that at least, 100 people will say the same. Now, whether that's a lot in the grand scheme of things, we'll wait. But let's get through these things, because just to at least test things out, right? So, anywho, I feel like, was that just a regular enemy, or was that a linked enemy? I didn't even make a note of it because I was so flabbergasted. Also because I was focusing on the Mizuki thing, but anywho. Let's just punch more things and move on. In-game. Oh wow, that's not guaranteed. Well, I'll do my best. Oh my goodness, I missed the 90%. That was a real 90% into an 80% mix. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh yeah, I just played that character, by the way. So yeah, again, mainly to test out to see if the character works. But that's how I know that everything should be working. Yeah, I really did miss a 90% into an 80%. Huh. Made by someone named Eris that decided to make that. But anywho, oh that's right, we're on Curious Birthmark. But anywho, I really shouldn't have done this, but thankfully, I would like to reiterate that yeah, it's you actually are spending quite a gamble if you're trying to hit 2 kicks but they're 90-80%, you do have to realize that that is a 72% chance of hitting both kicks, which I feel is a lot more than expected. But anywho, well, you're about to see... Well, I'm not going to say that much. You're going to see a lot of non-human characters, because there are more than a few non-human characters that exist right now as custom characters, both in the World of Horror server or otherwise. But okay, yeah, so in 2 different mysteries. Happened in 2 different mysteries, so it's a thing. Linked, I think? Linked enemies? So yeah. Anywho, but yeah, without further ado, this is a thing. Yeah, this is mainly a modding update, so... Again, it is significant, but not in the way of, you know, trying to learn more about World of Horror. But anywho. Yeah, we'll move on. But yeah, as we complete this run, if you're curious, that's the gist of what's happening in this update. If Panstaz decides to add anything else, it'll happen, and at that time I will also do the same by doing a stream. But yeah, right now it's a workshop integration test. When it actually comes out, it's going to be, you know, everyone's going to get it, but obviously it's going to be for people who have the Steam copy of the game. There are ways to do it. I've talked about it, I think, during the Nuzlocke stream that happened about 3 hours ago. Because I stopped the Nuzlocke stream to do this stream, because I basically stopped the Nuzlocke stream earlier today, right as the public beta came out, because I now have the Steam version of World of Horror. So yeah. But I think the only other thing to really note, in case anyone really has to go, is that do watch out for your app data folders. Although some people report that it's not doing anything, I would argue the opposite, because I know my save file is being pulled from the app data folder, which also leads me to believe that custom content that you have in that app data folder of World of Horror, at least on Windows, this is a Windows installation, but you get the point. If you have anything that's not part of Steam, it's still probably likely reading from there, because I've seen blank things load up, and I know I didn't have anything downloaded from Steam Workshop yet. But anywho, for this update, if you mean this update, apparently the last thing that Panstaz said about, 15 minutes ago was this update was coming out publicly for like itch.io and elsewhere on Sunday US time, Sunday-ish US time, whenever this game gets updated. But otherwise, I don't know if this is coming out for consoles. Again, this is mainly a modding update. It appears like. I didn't know that, but it appears like it. So the short answer is yes, Sunday. Otherwise, well, to me, Sunday US time. Otherwise, right now it's out for public beta access if you have the Steam version and you opt in. And that's all I can really say, that I feel confident in saying. Otherwise, I would suggest that anyone interested goes to the Discord, official World of Horror Discord server, where it's actively being talked about right as I'm playing this right here. And that's where you're probably going to get your at least more credible information, especially from people who know what happens, what's happening with modded content, or know about modded content. But anywho. So yeah, during U, I should have been fighting the U tree, but I fought a blank enemy instead. But anywho, let us move on. Hey, Haru stuff. I almost thought that was Smoke Break, but Smoke Break shows a different character. As I fight a forgotten... I can just run from this. This run is relatively safe, all things considered. I'm not going to do that. Even though there are no stakes, I'm just going to not do it. And yeah. I think... I'm going to believe. I was going to respond to a thing I saw, but I think they know well enough. So... I should actually do a guaranteed kick here. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but hey. So yeah, the test beta will last until Sunday, which, assumably, if it's not just going to come out earlier than that, or the actual update for everyone, then yeah. But, I mean, if it's different, it's different. Panstaz has been known to change times, as we obviously know from earlier in this week. But again, that's not entirely. I don't mean that in the bad way. It's just the reality of what's happening, if nothing else. Because if something crashes the game, thankfully it's only just bugs right now. Funny bugs like invisible enemies off linked events and linked enemies. But it could have just been a direct crash that would have been very bad for public. So yeah. We're going to run from that, by the way. And we will move on. I don't know if you're, I don't know if you're reading off the thing, but definitely it is, should be coming out soon, unless something really catastrophic happens. And that'll be that. Are we in Sailors right now, by the way? What do I feel like? No, we're in a custom mystery. I'm going crazy. Although we do have a boss fight. Yeah, we do have a boss fight. So I might actually want to rest here. And now we hope. And now we pray. Because training can money. Anywho. Let's fight this Calcinite, and we should be able to brace into an attack. Probably even to a strong, too. Yeah. And it's all guaranteed, actually. I should just do this. All you read from the developer saying the beta will last until Sunday, nothing about the update coming out. But usually when the beta ends is when the update comes out. That's my personal experience on how Pantsaz uses Steam betas and then releases the update. Maybe that, again, it's not... I know it's not... It's not said descriptively, but that's been the case before. That's why I mention it that way. But again, I could be wrong. I feel 79% confident, though. So, yeah. Anyway, if nothing else, though, again, it's usually talked about in the World of Horror server. If there's radio silence, then, again, like I said, I don't want to raise their hopes up, I guess, so I won't say anything more. But, again, the pattern is that that's how it is. I feel more sure of this than when I said about the update coming out at the end of what should have been, what is it? March? Because it's a pattern. But again, at the same time, anything can happen. So I won't hold that as certain fact. It's definitely still a probability. But anywho, I should be able to just walk up this tower, right? No, I need to rest once. But I can. After that, I can walk up. Yep, no new mysteries so far. No new mysteries so far. No new mysteries so far. So definitely no new mysteries at the moment. If there's more in it, then so that would be the case, because I only thought so because Pantsaz put up images of what looked to be mysteries and or scenario mode. So I guess I and possibly other people thought that was all coming out in the very next update, which would have been this one. But at the same time, that's why I remembered about Pantsaz talking about how updates were going to be flip-flopped. So an update for modding and an update for content, and an update for modding and an update for content. But again, at this point, you know, it could just be anything. So, but at the current moment, the short answer is no new mystery so far. Asterisk, who knows? But as we complete this run again, if anyone has any other requests for runs you want to see, or mysteries or things you want me to test out from Workshop, let me know. I'll sit here for a moment because it is good to just kind of sit here. This is more a chill stream anyway. So, yeah, if nothing else, though, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I like the beta test being opened up to everyone. That's cool. Getting all the bug reports and stuff. Yeah, so, I mean, it is a good step-by-step process. I would rather this than the game the game gets updated, and it was very, very buggy before. Like, even when people were testing things out or getting into the flow of things, so... If it was this bad, if it was kind of bad right now, imagine what it would have been if had it released earlier in the week. So, that also, again, is a reminder to myself that I have to start at least making copies of my mods to put on the Steam Workshop. I don't know if you need a, well, assumably, I don't know if I would have needed a Steam account to do so, but definitely would not be a bad idea. So... Do you need to make a video on how to put a mod in the workshop and get to it? So you can upload... Okay, yeah, that would be a good thing, wouldn't it? For the most part, again, I should get to it myself. It's kind of self-explanatory, but there is a very... As I said for just modding in general for World of Horror, it is syntax... Or, in the case of Steam Workshop, you have to make sure your file structure is there. I thought it was different, and then apparently it wasn't. Or maybe it still is. I'm looking at how it's structured in the actual file right now, and it seems like you have to put everything in its categorized folder. For example, I'm looking right at the workshop folder right now I'm looking at the file structure right now, and I'm seeing that immediately after you get into it, there's a character folder, and then there's the Ito and character folder. For mysteries, it's a mystery folder followed by the structure afterward, where it's Ito and then file structure. So I guess for characters specifically, and it's per and these are obviously sorted by the game number. And then after you go into the game number folder, there are multiple folders that are, I assume, the person who made the mod. So one of them is the account for the, World of Horror stuff in general. Another one is Haspin's. And then I have a third folder for Eris, who made their character. So I assume so. For example, if the World of Horror folder is like some string of numbers, once I go into there, just to at least explain for anyone else who's interested, I see a string of more folders and numbers. Each one belongs to a modder who makes their content, I assume. Or is at least the... Actually, I should test that out. I should test that out right now. I'm going to test that out right now. I'm just curious now. So, let me grab another one of Haspin's uploaded stuff. Probably a character in this case. And let's see where it lands. And if you didn't already know, you do have to let the game load a bit, but you can just queue out. You don't have to restart the whole game. So I'm going to do it once here. It's probably not registered yet, because it has to initialize Steam. I'm guessing this is when it checks. But it's not going to download yet, so I don't think they're going to appear. Oh, they did appear. Never mind. So, now I'm going to check. So now that the character appeared, and I know Haspin made this character, or at least uploaded this version, because the person who made it, I think this is just a re-upload. Oh, so okay, no. So it's each character gets their own thingy, which means that if you're downloading a mod pack, that mod pack or that each item is its own folder in the World of Horror Steam Workshop directory. If that makes any sense. Maybe I should just draw a picture. This will probably be good. Joki, Japanese for Steam? I don't doubt it. Panstaz is known to use names like that as a language translation for other things. So that would not be a bad idea. But let me see if I can do this. So because this is on Windows, obviously. So what it actually looks like would be something different. Let me remove Mizuki from the screen for a moment. So let me do a thing here. So how it looks to me right now is you get, let me transition here. So you get a thingy-majiggy. So Zelda Classic does it. So again, I'll do it right now. So you have Steam. So that's not how I do it. I probably just type. So you have Steam, and you have a Steam directory, whatever it is, workshop, blah. And so it looks how I see it. You have a string of random numbers. So it's like, not that. Goes over to, let me do a bigger one because makes no sense. So it's like 9. Let's just pretend 1, 2, 6. This is the ID of World of Horror. That's the ID of World of Horror. And I assume because it's on Steam, it's a Steam Deck. And then each item, so say this is each workshop page, it becomes its own folder. So this is a character. I'm just gonna say C. This is this is one mystery, but then this is this is Haspin's mod pack. I should just type this. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. Mod pack, which in the case of a mod pack, oops, I reversed it. It has a whole bunch of Ito files immediately. So this becomes several different files. So Ito, maybe this is a folder, this is an Ito. You get the point at this point. And so this one is maybe this is only one mystery, so it has the folder for the mystery's assets, Ito file. This is a character, so this has the Ito file immediately, but then what I see is that there's a folder. So, and the same thing for a character mod pack, you would have, it would be the folder into the this is another folder in itself. Each of these circular nodes is a folder. And then in that folder, this one is called mystery. So it has to be named. This is very specific. So this is on the modder's part to make sure that these are named correctly. This is mystery. This is mystery. This one is named, I think, character without the S at the end? Question mark. For now, anyway. This is how it's working at the moment. But yeah, this one just says character, so I can't see chat at the moment. So if someone said something, so you have to name this character, and I don't know if this is what you upload. This is what I'm gonna find out later on. But just to give you the file structure of what's happening. This yeah. So this is the numbered folder. Ooh, wait, no. I'm going crazy. I think I'm going a little crazy. Yeah, I'm going crazy. So, okay, no. Hold on, let me rectify what I just said. Actually, no, it still makes sense. So, let's just look at one thing then. Again, I need to get this wrapped into my mind so for at least my own good. But, oh my goodness, what am I doing with myself? Help! So yeah, what I see is, you go in, this is World of Horror. I should just type. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. Oh, help! Yeah, so this is World of Horror identifier folder. So 9 something. Next, it looks at... Next is per mod. So this is usually like some number like 3 something. So it's like 3 question mark whatever it assigns your ID of your mod. Oh my goodness, please. But then after that, it shows this. So you don't need to worry about this one. This is taken care of. These are taken care of by Steam. But I assume maybe what you upload is, if this is a character, it has to be named character specifically. This is syntax specific. Syntax sensitive, I assume, because otherwise it's not going to look, maybe. And then you have all the files. So after this, you have all the files. So .ito file, folder with assets, etc. And I think that's my understanding of the current structure of how things work in the workshop. So, but the important part is that you start, I think the modder starts here. So this is the only thing you need to worry about if you are making a mod for Steam Workshop anyway. If you're making it for people to download, I mean, it's as if it always started. But anywho, yeah. So that should be that. Not really much else. The patch to be finalized. I mean, it could still have bugs in it, but as I switch back to the game screen here. Yeah, not much else to this stream. Just going over, making sure that the beta worked correctly. I'm even going to reload it here. Good to know that I don't need to completely restart the game. I can just queue out, but let me see. And then for posterity, I did clean my app data local World of Horror game folder. So the only thing that's in it is the save.ito file. I did back up everything, so bare minimum. Back up all of your custom content that you've downloaded and or made. Put it somewhere where it's not going to be touched. Don't put it in an app data folder. Put it in your, I don't know. If you're on Windows, I'm just saying on Windows. Put it in your documents, your picture, your game folder, somewhere that you know World of Horror is not going to touch. If it's in a system 32 directory tree, if it's in your app data tree, make a backup and then delete what's in there. Because if you don't clear it, I have seen things where it's like apparently the game is reading things off of it, which is why the only thing that's now in my World of Horror game folder in the app data directory is my save.ito file, which I've already made a backup of. So, just things to know. Hope that I've helped out. Otherwise, yes, the public beta patch is out. The only other thing to say is the update will be out when it's out, and if there's anything else at that time, I'll stream. Otherwise, I think tomorrow I'll figure out what I want to do. Probably just maybe some Steam Workshop stuff. And then 2 days from now, I'll do another Nuzlocke stream. But until then, probably just going to end the stream now. So support me however you want to support me or not, depending on what you feel like. Let me know if there are any ad shenanigans going on, and I will try to address them. Because again, at this point, I think I'm just going to monetize things that I feel should be monetized. Because if you're seeing ads on non-monetized things, I might as well just do what I can. But otherwise, yeah, you know where to reach me. I have a Discord. You can reach me on Discord if there's anything you want to talk about that and you're not a robot. I have a business email for business-related things, and then otherwise just commenting on the channel will be fun stuff as well. But if anything changes, I'll usually post about it in my community page. But if anything else happens, I'll put up a video or something like that. I'll figure out what to do. But otherwise, thanks for watching, anyone watching now or in the future, and I will see you when I see you. Bye!